I know of Stefon Diggs because he's from Maryland. I'm from Maryland. I think he's like a year or two older than me. He was a high school football sensation. Everybody knew about him. He was like All-American. He was really like that in high school when it came to football. So like everybody knew who he was. I knew of him. But when it came to this, I said, let me do some research. So I pulled him up on Google. And what I came up with didn't surprise me not one bit. For those who don't know, I am a November Sagittarius. There's a difference between a November Sag and a December Sag. November Sagittarius, we only have about 4 or 5 days to do such. And then before that, it's Scorpio. So November Sagittarius, we have a little bit of Scorpio in us. I'm looking at their situation. I'm like, let me do some research because I feel like this is a situation that I've been in 100 times. I'm all first team all pro when it comes to situations like this, where it's not a relationship, but y'all having fun, y'all knocking boots, good sex, y'all fucking all that shit. Oh, she's saying thumbs down with Sag. We cool, man. We be chilling. So I do some research. I type in Stefon Diggs, and you know what I found to no surprise? He was born November 29th. You know who else was born November 29th? Yours truly. And it just hit me. I'm like, this makes all the sense in the world. He was born November 29th, 1993. I was born November 29th, 1994. I said, this makes all the sense in the world. Because I can literally put myself in his shoes and tell you exactly what's going on between these two. I'm about to eliminate all discrepancies. On Twitter, people talk about, oh, he's a hoe, she's a hoe, they together, they not together, he's using her, she uses him. I'm about to tell y'all exactly what it is. This is easy as hell for me to dissect. This is nothing because this is literally me. I've technically been in one relationship my whole life. Other than that, I've been a bachelor for 28 years of my 30 years of living. Stefon Diggs is known for doing that. We don't know of him like actually publicly having a joint. We know for him for being a bachelor. So I'm able to break this down to the T. I just wanted to say that. You're talking to someone who was born the same day as this person in the same state and has a liking to Latina women, especially from New York. So I know exactly what's going on. Okay, we got that out the way. Now, let's go ahead and break this down. We know that Offset was stepping out on her and all that stuff. She finally got fed up. She left him. Divorce, all that shit, pregnant, all that shit, cool. Stefon slid in with the swiftness. Not even to be a dog. Just to be like, yo, Cardi look like a vibe. November Sagittarius, we're a vibe. We're a fucking vibe. Like, I could be a male escort and make bread just going on dates with chicks all day because I'm a fucking vibe. So he slid in with the swiftness, just seeing what's up with her. And she was like, you know what? This a handsome dude. He got a good personality. Let's just be friends. And that's how it started. She actually recorded like pretty much how this whole situation transpired. So let's start with that. Then we'll get back to the breakdown of it.
Sometimes, I don't know, like I just feel like God would tell me to give him a chance, which is so weird. But like, y'all be like, oh God, girl, you're being dramatic. But it's so weird. There was times that I used to be
Can y'all hear that? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know y'all can hear that.
chance.
The
Which
audio
is so
playing.
weird, but like y'all be like, "Oh God, girl, you're being dramatic," but it's so weird. There was times that I used to be like depressed, and I was like sad, and like my mind just kept going in circles and circles and circles. And for some reason, when I had those weird episodes, that's when that's when a motherfucker would like hit me up or text me out of the mood, checking on me and stuff like that.
She talking about Stefon, what she said a motherfucker would. She talking about Diggs.
And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? And before I popped out, before I even give any clue who I was talking to or anything, I built a friendship. I built a friendship. I got to know the person. They get to know me. And we still getting to know each other. But most importantly, I feel very young. I feel very refreshed. For a very long time, I felt like I was a 45-year-old just that didn't know nothing. And I think that people just don't understand because I don't really yeah, I be putting my business out there, but I don't think that people understand like just things that I like literally like went through. Because everybody just be like, "Oh, you left somebody because they were cheating on you," and blah, blah, blah. It's just more than the cheating. It's just like I don't know, just like the constant lies, the gaslighting.
All right, yeah. She kind of rapping. All right. The key thing that I heard from this was she feels, what she say? She feels refreshed. She feels young. She's having fun. Stefon known for having hella biddies, right? But the thing is, the thing I'm willing to bet that he did, which is a separating factor between him and Offset, was he kept it a buck. He kept it a buck. You think she don't know how he move and vice versa? He kept it a buck. He kept it a buck, and he did two things key. He kept it a buck, and he took advantage of that window. What is that window that you may ask? That window of opportunity, which is a very small window when it comes to sliding in with the swiftness with a chick. We know that window don't last long. It never lasts long. You got to take advantage of that window. You never, and the window can be spontaneous. We don't know for sure when that window is going to be open. We don't know when the window closes. And it's a very short-lived window, but he took advantage of the window. He got in there. Boom. He got his foot in the window. That's key, first and foremost. But when he did that, he kept it a buck with her. So that allowed her to be open with him. He kept it a buck. He kept it a buck. I always say you can't go wrong if you keep it a buck with a chick. Like, I've made a video and said I've fumbled a lot of good chicks. I've lost a lot of good chicks. I've lost a lot of good situations. I've fumbled a lot of bags. But majority of those bags that I fumbled, if you would say, is because I kept it a buck. So we've walked away gracefully. I don't have beef with no joint I used to. No, I don't have beef with no joint I used to mess with. None. Because I always keep it a buck. I lied one time in like 10th grade and I never did that shit again. I always kept it a buck. So he kept it a buck with her. I don't think Offset did that. And that's a problem right there. Now, here's the whole thing with this. And this is why I said I don't think they're not going to be in a committed relationship. I'm willing to bet a lot of money it's not going to be that. Yeah, they went public and all that, but that doesn't mean nothing. Because like I said, all this is they having fun. He's bringing her life. He's bringing her back to life. She probably felt like a divorced old woman after what she just went through. And she sees a spark of life through my mans. And he's bringing her that. Now, at the same time, us November Sages, we're charming. So, I mean, that's inevitable. We can't not be charming if we messing with a chick. So, the charm is rubbing off on her. So she likes him. Now, here's the thing, what I would say to Cardi. If she's smart, she would not go too deep in that water of feelings. Because that's when it gets fucked up. Like you can put your feet in it. You can kick your toes. You can kick your feet in the shallow end. But she can't go. If she goes past 5 feet, she's done. She's done. Why do I know this? Because this happens. I've been through this 100 times. Here's how it goes. Boom. I'm just telling you how this is what I go through, and I'm pretty sure this is what's happening right here. This is how it goes. Meet a chick. Cool. Y'all vibing. Cool. Y'all become close. Cool. But here, y'all become friends. But here's the thing. I'll tell her, listen, I'm not looking for nothing serious right now. So if that's a problem with you, if you're looking to get married by the next person you meet, I'll gracefully bow out. But if you're trying to be cool and we kick it, then let's do that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not looking for a committed relationship. We could just be cool. And she's like, okay, bet. I like you too. Let's do that. Let's be cool, see where it goes. Bet. So we cooling. That's all it is. We cooling. Vibing, going on dates, great energy towards one another, knocking boots crazy. I know Cardi a freak. And I mean, I can't speak on another man's schwack game, but, I don't even speak on my own, so I'm not going to say too much, but knocking boots and it's good. You know what I mean? Stepping out in public and y'all look good together. Like this is a good looking couple, or not couple. I want to say that, with an asterisk, but these are two good looking people right here. So you step out, you know what I mean? Like you turn heads from men and women. It's vibes, it's good and all that. Now remember what I said in the beginning though. And I know some people may think it's manipulative, it's fucked up on my end, but I keeps it a buck and I don't do too much. I don't do too much. Like we're not gonna be on the phone all day, every day. I'm not gonna tell you I love you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna meet your parents. None of that shit. Like it's you know what I'm saying? It's where it is. So all that happens. Now, like I said, that's what I'm known for. Like I'm all pro when it comes to that shit. Now, how do those situations end is usually one of two ways. Like I said, the sex is good. And for the most part, a woman will equate good sex with we together. So she'll bring up the conversation we had earlier about not wanting them serious. She's like, yeah, I understand. I'm kind of on that same type of time. Not looking for them serious too. A couple months go past, y'all chilling, knocking boots, vibing. So yeah, I kind of want something serious now. This is her. So yeah, I want to be together now. I want to be together now. And you're like, but we talk, we you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's cool, but I want to be together now. That's one. Or two is she'll know. She'll be like, okay, I've kind of been creeping in the deep end. I was this close to going into 5 feet of deeper waters, but I know what it is. I know what you stand on. I'm going to gracefully bow out, but we can still be cool, but we can't link and hang out because then we'll end up vibing and fucking. And I'm like, you know what? I respect that. I'm not going to lie to her. I'm not going to try to reel her back in. When a chick does that with me, I respect it to the fullest because I have to, as someone that goes into a situation saying, okay, I don't want to be nothing serious, I have to know that at some point she's going to want to protect herself. And I have to respect that and let that happen. Now, I'm willing to bet that that's how this is going to go one of those two ways at some point. Again, I'm just putting myself in these shoes because this is literally me. Like I'm literally, as someone who's born on this day, I can tell you exactly what, but those are good ways to go out. I don't think he's the type to lie to try to keep her around because she just came from that. I don't think she would go from that to that. You know what I'm saying? With Offset. Like that's actually how you get in better. Like if you keep it a buck with a chick who just got out of a situation and she's just looking to have a good time. If you just keep it a buck with her and like, listen, I'm not trying to go straight into that because I know you just got out of that. Let's just have a good time. Let me bring some life back to your life. Then she'll respect that. But if you go into it like, oh man, like yeah, I'm trying to wife you up quick. I've never found that to be successful because I've never tried that shit. I've done the other way, and the other way has always worked for me. So I can't speak for those who go that other approach as far as saying they want to wife you up quick or even lie to you just to keep you around. I can't speak for that. I'm just speaking for me. So I think that's one of the two ways that this is going to go. They seem like they vibe together, so I think she may just be like, listen, I know you ain't looking for nothing serious. She probably know he got hoes. Listen, I know she's not the only. Come on now, you know what I mean? Come on now, she's not the only. You know what I mean? But he probably keeps it a buck with her when it comes to that. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. And he knows it. He's no rookie. He knows what time it is. You can't go wrong if you keep it a buck in a situation like that. So he's winning based off of being however he is, being the ladies' man, but keeping it a buck about it. Plus, we all know bitches get you bitches. We know that. Pardon my French. All right, let's get to these comments right quick. Women love who they want to love. They don't want nothing serious till the dick bomb. Yep, pretty much. What I just said, yep. Women only mess with dudes who got a lot of money. I'm trying to see what the topic is. Diggs from Maryland, we gonna always have some joints around. That's what I literally said that. I'm looking him up to do research. I'm like, bro, we were born on the same day and he's from Maryland. I know exactly what type time he on. This is too easy. Too easy. That's exactly what it is. Always. Unless we in a committed relationship and saying we ain't, then that's another story. But if we messing with a joint, we keeping it a buck saying, listen, I'm not the serious type, then take that as we gonna have some joints around. Come on now. Now, we may not be hitting them other joints. Like, that's a whole nother story if you hitting multiple joints at the same time. All right, here's the thing. It's a little different because Stefon, he has women chasing him 24/7. He has a lot of money. I don't know. But I'm going to speak for me in this situation because I actually recently kind of got out of a situation like this about some months back. If I'm with a chick and we just chilling, we're not in a relationship, we're not in a committed relationship, but we having a good time, we hanging out, we vibing with each other, we having good sex, you know what I'm saying? We stepping out, all that shit. I won't really need to knock anything else down. Especially if she matched my freakiness, I don't need to knock nothing down. Now, will I entertain other joints? Of course. I gotta stay sharp. It's like working out. If you don't work out, you lose your muscles. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work out your mouthpiece on biddies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work out your mojo. You gotta work out your game. Make sure that you can pull it if you want to with no problem. That ain't going nowhere. You gotta always do that. But I mean, I personally don't need to crack multiple joints if it's fire. Now, have I done that? Yes. You know, I mean, sometimes I'm just a man. What girls say I'm just a girl? Sometimes I'm just a man. I mean, if it's thrown at me, if it's pretty much sat in my lap, I mean, what am I to do? Now, I ain't gonna hit multiple joints raw. That's fucked up. But if I yada mean, then I yada mean. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like, if I'm not in a committed relationship, I'm not gonna only talk to, entertain, and be around one chick. I can even go on a date with another chick. I just gotta make sure I'm sharp with a different personality than the joint that I'm chilling with. Like, if I'm chilling with you, cool. I'm messing with you, cool. I'm only smashing you. But I'll go on a date with another chick just to make sure I'm good with all different types. Gotta stay sharp. So that's all it is. That's all it is. He said, I gotta stay sharp. Yeah, man, it's too many energy to be telling every girl the same thing. Yeah, nah. You can't, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be able to mess with, or I mean, when I say mess with, talk to, interact with, date different joints. You got to. Cause you gotta be able to make sure you're able to be diverse. You know what I mean? Because if you just get used to that same joint, that's not, mind you, not even your girlfriend. If you got to call in 202-599-6992, if you only used to that one joint, then you get stale. You get stale. You got to stay sharp, man. That's how you get stale. So that's all it is. That's all it is that's going on between these two. And if you ask me, it's going to end one of those two ways. Either at one point, she's going to be like, listen, I want a relationship, but I don't know. Because I think Cardi's a sharp chick. I think she kind of knows what's going on, and I think it's too soon from what she just got out of. She likes Stefon a lot. You could tell she really likes dude. I mean, that's how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We got that charm. She really likes dude, and you can tell. But I think she's aware enough to not fall in love. Once she does that, she's fucked. Because I'm willing to bet he's not going to be in a committed relationship with her. So yeah, it's going to end one of two ways. Either she's going to fall in love with him and say, I want you. And he's going to be like, you're kind of messing it up. Let me bow out gracefully, respectfully. Or she's going to stop herself before it even gets to that point and be like, listen, yeah, I know me. I know my feelings. I know my emotions. Let me not even get too deep in the water. Let's just go ahead and back off now, but still be cool. But once you still be cool, you got to still be cool. Now, don't say because this happens too, where a chick will be like, listen, I like you, but I know you ain't trying to be in a relationship, so let's just be friends. And I'll be like, okay, bet. Couple weeks later, trying to come through to knock boots for a booty call. And then, and fellas, they be setting us up with that shit because we think it's sweet. We think, oh, bet, she just want to fuck and that's it. And then we going back to just being friends. Nope. She's going to try to creep right back in the door where she was. She's going to try. So if you're going to be friends, you got to really be friends. Plutonic. Or is it not plutonic? Where you smashing? Y'all know what I mean. Shit. One of them words. Shit.